Welcome to Contemporary Black Voices. My name is Caleb Alexander, and joining me today is Dr. Mario Salas.
I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
And missing today is Dr. Sharon Michael Chadwell and Chris Dawkins. And so before we get started, I do want to thank our producer, Carl Booker, folks, who makes everything happen. And so today we have probably the biggest topic in the nation right now. And
let me guess what it might be.
Yes, so the emails, folks. So we have the Epstein emails that have come out, and they are a doozy. And so that's going to be our main topic today. And so, Mario, you want to get us started on the emails?
Yeah, let's do the emails. Well, there's a bunch of them being released, and they haven't actually went through all of them. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
I mean, tens of thousands of them. But the one that has been released so far, and there's our buddies right there. Not mine, but there's the buddies right there. Mm-hmm. One of them in prison, and the other is one dead. The other's who knows what's going to happen there. But the last I heard, most recent report was Trump's name is mentioned in those emails 1,600 times.
1,600 times.
So I don't know how that's a hoax.
Yeah. He went from not knowing who Jeffrey Epstein was, barely knowing the guy, and he's in every email almost.
Yeah. Well, and then he wants the Department of Justice to investigate Bill Clinton.
Now.
And now he does. Yeah, I wonder why now. But
the easy solution would be to just have him release all of it, right?
Yeah. I mean, he could have found out about Bill Clinton a long time ago.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Well, let's see. What are they saying that came from?
Because they're saying that he hasn't told. And so spent hours at my house with him. He's never once been mentioned. And so this is from Jeffrey. Let's see. Never heard of him. Donald is close to no one. He talks to many people. He tells each one something different. And so, let's see what else we have here. Do you know him? I heard he is so close to Trump. There's an opportunity to come forward this week. And so I mean, that's just a little snippet of some of the emails that are out there. And so there are lots of bombshell emails. We have the young ladies that are now starting to come forward and to confirm.
You're talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene?
No. Well, that's not a young lady, but she has.
Oh well, I was trying to help her.
She has. So she is in hot water with her party right now, especially Trump, he's revoked his endorsement.
Well, you know what? Too. Let me comment on the dog that doesn't bark, because that came from Sherlock Holmes, the old series that came on television, because they were investigating a crime. And what that means is, this guy knows everything that's going on, but he's not going to talk. So he's the dog that doesn't bark.
Yep.
So really, they use slick code language, kind of like what gangsters do. Gangsters, criminals, people on the other side of the railroad, on the other side, in this case, on the other side of Trump Tower, know how to use these code terms to talk about all the ugly stuff they do.
Yeah. Because these guys are just a step away from being New York mafiosos anyway.
Not probably about 10 inches at this point. Well, there's some more stuff.
Yep. Let's see. The information contained, contribution. Okay, yeah. So, he keeps calling.
And then he says the dog that doesn't talk.
Yep.
It's Trump.
It's Trump.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he is. He's definitely all throughout these emails.
And, of course, there's a victim.
There is a victim.
They mentioned at Mar-a-Lago. This victim was at Mar-a-Lago and said he asked me to resign, never remember ever. Of course, and then it says he knew all about the girls.
He knew about the girls. And he asked Ghislaine to stop. But when it says he asked Ghislaine to stop, what there says he asked her to stop recruiting from Mar-a-Lago. Recruiting young girls from Mar-a-Lago.
He didn't say stop bringing them over.
He didn't stop bringing. Yeah, that's just, hey, stop recruiting my members' daughters. That's what that is.
So the question was, stop what?
Yeah.
And they kind of go around that to hide that. I think you should let him hang himself. Is what Michael Wolff said to Jeffrey Epstein, because Michael Wolff is the guy writing the book.
Yes.
He's the author. So just let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been in the, you know, in the,
On the plane.
on the plane or at the house, you know, yeah, wow.
Oh,
Well, you can let him hang himself is what he's basically saying.
Yep. Wow.
So,
No, so yeah, these emails have been very, very damaging. So, well, Mario, my question is this. So, I have a couple of questions, right? So one, where do you think this places the MAGA world, especially those representatives that have been giving him cover, right? So, and these are the emails. This is before the actual FBI files have been released. These are just damaging emails.
mm-hmm.
How do you think this is going to play out in MAGA world with those?
Well, I think what we saw in the beginning when this thing first hit the fan, when it wasn't that much being told, his MAGA supporters were saying, yeah, Trump was even talking about releasing the files. So his MAGA supporters, they're holding him to that. Why didn't you do it? And now because he didn't do it, now all the suspicion is coming forward. And you know, something else we have to say about the alleged association. You can there's Carolyn Levin. Let's not forget about her. She calls the emails prove nothing other than the president did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he knew about.
Wow.
Yeah, he just knew, and he spent hours with one of the victims. So yeah, and that's in the email. So yeah, he did nothing wrong.
Yeah, he did spend hours behind and shut the door behind him apparently. So I think a lot of the MAGA people are now like going, this guy's not going to tell the truth. And it's evidenced by Marjorie Taylor Greene making those comments. And you know, there's this underlying social thing. You can go to war you can threaten war with somebody. You can call for an insurrection. You can have a bunch of riotous, bearded Confederate flag waving freaks running down the street. And the public might let you slide with that. But when you start talking about raping, abusing 13, 14, 15-year-old girls, well, that's a sore point with everybody. And the biggest racist doesn't like that.
Yeah. So you think that's going to impact his relationship with the so-called manosphere, MAGA manosphere, or whatever it is, or whatever they call themselves? So,
the MAGAsphere.
The MAGA, yeah. So my thing is, so is Marjorie Taylor Greene, is she the leak, and will that open the floodgates? Is that just, you know, will he be able to plug his finger in the dike and keep the rest of them from running out, or is that just the first?
Well, Trump called her on Truth Social. Trump called her a traitor yesterday.
Yes,
and that might have been a big mistake because Marjorie Taylor Greene is an icon of the ultra right. I don't know. He didn't bury himself instead of hurting her and the base with her. I think he alienated the base even further.
Okay,
because she's an icon with that right-wing stuff.
Right.
But she's not going along with this particular shot.
With this, right.
And what Donald Trump doesn't understand, because he's following Adolf Hitler's playbook, what he doesn't understand is you can't demand loyalty on every single subject like you could in Nazi Germany.
Right.
And he never gets it straight, Caleb. He's got, this is not 1939. This is not Germany.
Right.
This is the United States that has a real, Germany never had a super strong tradition of democracy. Well, as sorry as our democracy has been at times, especially during slavery and during Jim Crow, as sorry as our democracy and fragile as it is, there's still a history of it. There's still a history of John Brown and Harriet Tubman. There's still a history of the Civil Rights Acts. There's still a history of people not wanting to treat other people badly. So he needs to go read Mein Kampf again and apply it to Germany and get America out of his head, because it ain't going to work completely.
Okay. And so, but you think that this is definitely going to alienate the base and so you think that it's kind of fracturing the party, the Republican Party?
Yeah. And the number, there's speculation on the numbers that may come out this coming week. But I've heard numbers as high as 100 Republicans are going to jump ship.
Wow.
In the Congress, they call it a jailbreak. So I think the people that have been held in jail, so to speak, political jail, are going to break loose, because they have to worry about being reelected as Congress members.
Right.
They have to worry about being reelected again. And even with a lot of MAGA base, you know, we'll go along with your lies for a while because it makes America great again. But but we don't understand how raping kids, abusing young girls, how's that going to make America great again?
Right.
So you like look at the philosophy for what it is. That can't fit into making America great again.
Got it.
You can fit war in there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You can just fit other political lies.
Right.
Because people in their minds say, especially the MAGA right, all these politicians are a bunch of liars. Democrats are bigger liars. So they're accepting of lies, but. And that's why he's trying. That's why he's trying real hard to still claim this is a hoax.
Right.
You know, he's trying real hard because he knows they'll play along with that, but they're not going to play along with raping young girls.
Right. So this one, they've definitely crossed the Rubicon. So look, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with our second segment. And you mentioned war. We're going to talk about war. So one of the things you know is when you corner a rat, they get desperate. And so Venezuela may be on the chopping block, and so will Nigeria. We'll talk about that when we come right back. Stay tuned, folks.
Maybe Carl can find a picture of a rats jumping off a ship, and then you'll get the idea.
All right, and so we'll be right back, folks. This is Contemporary Black Voices.